Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got Drew doing safety week for my job because the nature of my work is can have some element of danger, legit danger.
In 1 mile, turn.
And I'm the type of person, I don't want to talk a lot on what I do, just in case some employees want to be nosy and see what I do on my off time. But what I say is legal and self-abiding, law-abiding, so I'm good. I want to talk about the element of being safe, and you never prepare for everything you think you are. I'm doing my scenarios, and we had different scenarios, some nice, some hostile, some that's drunk, some a lot of scenarios where it could be any type of thing, any bad. I legally I can take a taser and pepper spray. With the nature of my job, I can do that. I do that on my person even before the job, but you never can be. You can never be too safe. That's what I'm learning. And even if you have a gun, you think you may know. You think you may know your scenario, but that may not be the case. You have a false self of fighting ability, and you think you are good enough, and you don't have to practice. And what I'm learning is you can never stop practicing. You can never stop training. You can never stop putting yourself in scenarios. Like the day before, we did self-defense, right? And 2 days before, we did self-defense. And moves that I've been doing for years. I've been doing Aikido for years. In some form or fashion, I've done some form of Aikido. And even in a real life situation, I tried to test it out on people that don't know of my training. I didn't tell them. A few people knew my background, but it's not something I broadcast because I don't look like it. When you see me in my glasses and my underbite, you don't think that I'm a person that trains 5 days a week in fighting. But it gave me a better sense of, hey, this works, this doesn't work. And I wish, when I was younger, I wish I did more Aikido. I would definitely recommend women doing Aikido. You know why? Because it's a tendency of women being grabbed, or wrist grab, or hand grab, or shirt grab, or two-hand grab. You don't find too many men being shirt grab unless they about to hit, and a lot of times when they about to hit, you can see it's coming. You can see it in their shoulder. You can see it in their body language. They don't hide it very well. So it's a real threat. It's a real threat of things happening. So you definitely got to kind of prepare yourself. If you think you are confident in your gun game or your self-defense game, find some people who's not even in your circle and try to test it out and see if it works. Sometimes it's age, sometimes it's strength, sometimes it's size, sometimes it's cardio. That plays a huge part in martial arts. So, test yourself to see if it works. And, you have a better understanding of, hey, this works, this doesn't work. Hey, my gun, hey, this works, this doesn't work. My legislature, hey, this works, doesn't work. Test yourself out. Because it's one thing to practice in a shooting range. It's another to practice when the emotion is high and you don't know what the situation is, and you got 3 or 4 people and you're in the middle of the woods, or you go into somebody's house that's in a trailer park, and that's nothing against anybody from a trailer park, but just in case something is crazy and weird, you like, oh shoot, something's going on, and then you start getting nervous, or you shoot a person when you really didn't have to shoot them. Self-regulation and emotional regulation in crisis management is a huge part of the key. Everybody can be muscle memory and train how to defend themselves, but it's another when you put under pressure and stressful situation, and you have to kind of stay calm, understand the threat, and move on. I had a scenario where this person was off their medication, and I have many clients that when they're off their medication, they start their drug use. Very rare that they can't do it all at the same time. It does happen, but most of them is like, I'm gonna get off my drugs, then next thing you know, they back using crystal meth, or they back drinking. And then that's when the problems happen. So that was a good scenario, because my tendency is to save the day, but my company policy is to get away from the situation. So that was different for me, because I'm like, oh, she's swinging a knife. I'm like, okay, I can bum rush her, take the knife out of her hand, and take her to the ground. But there's nothing that works the way you think it does. You know what I'm saying? You may think it work in your head, and then you actually do it, and then next thing you know, you get cut and sliced. So that was a very good lesson for me. So, okay, have a good one.